Girl, I'm confused.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, let's ask chat.
Applause. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the party. Thanks for
Welcome.
joining us.
Thank you. We have a really fun episode today. We were doing a bit of editing with our last episodes and realized that we do enjoy having a laugh, but they have also ended up being pretty serious somehow, some way.
Yeah.
So today is just all laughs, all just enjoyment and comedy. And
we're going to have some fun.
We're going to have a good time, and we're going to do a Would You Rather podcast. So
yeah, we have asked ChatGPT to curate a Would You Rather like scenarios based off what it knows about us, and we didn't look, and we sent it to each other, and we're going to ask each other our ChatGPT generated Would You Rather questions that are based off like things that we've inputted in the past while, and I'm so excited. It's going to be so funny. I'm so looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us for another episode, and we are about to get started.
So
you should go first.
Should we rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah. Let's rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. What are you doing? Cheater. Oh. There's no lag. Don't blame it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Go with that rhythm. Don't try to go slow. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. There was actually a lag, so I didn't even see. Okay, ready?
Rock,
paper. Why are you going so slow? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 1 and 2 and... Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's okay. Well, does that mean I'm going first or you're going first? Were we battling? Okay. I think that I want you to go first or wait, we should just do I do one, you do one. Duh, we should alternate.
Okay, but you're the winner. You won, so you're choosing for me to go first to say what it said about you. Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. But like you do, I think we should do one question at a time and alternate. And so, yeah. Okay. Yay!
Okay, so would you rather have your photography Instagram skyrocket with 1 million followers overnight, but only be allowed to photograph pet hamsters in silly outfits? Or have a slow but steady rise to fame photographing your dream concepts for major brands?
Obviously, that's such a stupid one. Obviously, the second one. What would I do with 1 million followers if I have to take pictures of stupid hamsters? And you already know me. Like, I think in the last episode, you were like, hit her up. And I was like, don't hit me up. Don't hit me up unless you want to do exactly what I want to do. So I'm already like, I'm not going to shoot anything I don't want to. So no, that's stupid.
But I was thinking, what if you were able to design the outfits for the hamsters and set backgrounds, so it was still like your whole vibe and aura just in a hamster form.
The realest hamster, like it is. That's my niche. No, I'm actually angry that it asked that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, that one's too obvious. I mean, yeah, I just could never enjoy that because I feel like no.
Fair.
Even if the question was like, what if you never gain an audience, but you constantly have fun art projects that you get to do, but like nobody ever, like it doesn't ever blow up. You just get your close people to see them. I would rather do that than have 1 million followers and do hamster photos. Sorry
A
about
woman.
by the way. It's been like super croaky today. Or I don't know, my allergies are making it really weird.
It's okay. A woman with morals.
It's not
Okay.
even morals, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Who knows what she can and can't do.
I can't do
Well,
anything I don't want to. That's for sure. Okay. Your turn.
okay.
That was fun. Okay. Would you rather never be able to express your emotions in a relationship or always say exactly what you're thinking no matter how harsh? So you either get to like never say how you feel or you always have to say exactly how you feel and you like can't ever lie. Which that one's kind of good because it is a tough one because you're like, would the relationship exist if the second happened?
That is a toughie, but I also think that if I did choose the first option, I would probably explode because all of my feelings would be inside of me. So I would definitely have to go with the second option. And you know what? That might ruin some relationships. But
But that's
if it
okay.
yeah, if it's my soulmate, whether that's my soulmate guy, my soulmate friend, soulmate family, they will never be offended.
Hmm. The thing is, like, sometimes we have really wild thoughts that like hold no truth to them. Wow, wow, wow. You know? And but like, yeah, I would I guess choose the same. I don't know though. My brain gets really rude. Okay.
Interesting. So, okay. Would you rather date someone who is perfect for you emotionally but has a literal mullet and refuses to never cut it? Or date someone who's only okay but has flawless hair?
I think mullets are hot. Like I love trashiness. So like I the first one sounds perfect. Send him my way now. Like
But
Theo Von. Like he's trashy, but I love him.
what if it was a really bad mullet? I know you love mullets, but
Is
this mullet.
everything else about him cute? Because like I wouldn't care. I would find I like people that are little like nonconformist. Like I think I'd find it really cute. I already love this guy. Like I'm excited to meet him. I'm already in love with him. He's perfect for me emotionally. He's only perfect for me emotionally. Is he hot in every other? Is he perfect in every other sense? Because I'm like, okay, does he have the mullet and every? This is getting really serious. I'm like, what's his name? Where does he live? Like, how do I find him?
Yeah, chat just
Yeah.
asked this one question, but I we can ask chat later. Where do we find Mullet Boy?
No, no, but yeah, the mullet one for sure. Because the other one's so funny. He's only okay, but he has perfect hair. Like, what am I gonna do with that? If anything, that would just piss me off. Like, what's the point of being cute if you're useless, right? And it's
Yeah,
only hair and everything else is okay. Like, I'm gonna hate him.
but he's
Like, he's what?
a hair model, and he makes
What
about
am I gonna do with that?
because
If
he's
anything, that's gonna make me mad. I'm like, so you have this perfect hair and you're annoying and you don't take care of me and I have to freaking look at your stupid face. No,
fair.
obviously, the first one. These are too easy. Who would care about that? Oh my god! In our wedding photos, you would have a mullet. I'm down. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather find your perfect soulmate and only get 5 years together, or have a lifelong stable relationship with someone who isn't your deep soulmate? I
Oh
already
my
know.
God.
These are so easy.
5 years is plenty of time. Like,
No, but then the whole rest of your life, you'll always feel like the void of. But then, like, I know that you're spiritual, so you'll be like, we'll meet again, like later.
I, oh, I thought after 5 years we were both dying.
Oh, you could kill yourself at the end of it. That's like personal decision, like what you do at the end of it. It's just saying you only get 5 years. You could just break up or like he die. That's like my biggest fear is like finally being like, oh my god, I love this person, and then they die. Like people. Oh, anyways, so
Yeah,
sad.
I would, yeah, if it's that we get 5 years because they die some tragic death that I thought I could have avoided and
Yeah,
maybe like I could have prevented it, but then he dies. Oh my goodness, that would be terrible and I
you
probably
could
wouldn't.
have prevented.
Probably.
Our anxiety starts to spiral. Like, it was all my fault. Like, I was the reason it happened, and I'd spend the rest of my life thinking about how, like, I was the reason. No. No, it's just like, you get 5 years, he's perfect, you have the best 5 years of your life, and then poof, they're just like, okay, your time is done. You don't even get to know what he's up to after. There's just no contact. Cold turkey after 5 years of perfection.
I would
But
spend the
you
rest
know that in it.
I would spend the rest of my life manifesting him back.
Yeah, and it would feel so good because you'd like be in a full spiritual psychosis. You'd be like, I saw a black cat. I asked the universe, if I see a black cat today, that means he loves me. And I saw the black cat, and then I followed the black cat. And okay, I have like a tangent I really want to talk to you about, but I don't want to forget. But we'll talk about it later, or like, well, if we want to take a break later. But okay, that's super fair. Wait, yeah.
Okay.
Because
So-
also, how could? Or yeah, sorry, you go ahead.
No, go. What is it?
I was just gonna say, how could you have a lifelong stable relationship with someone who isn't? I guess they're not your deep soulmate, but they're just like good enough.
Like,
I mean,
you get
people
along.
people be doing that every day. Like, that's everybody. Yeah.
Me, that's not what I
Oh yeah. But yeah,
No,
so
it was like
something.
it was in agreement with you. As in, yeah, I know
Yeah.
with people. So
No.
people do that. I feel as though my heart is too full for a lukewarm love, and I'll never accept anything less than that, even if that means I have less time with my person.
I agree. I'm the same way. Same. Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have your future soulmate mispronounce your name every day forever, or have them insist on doing cringy TikTok dances with you in public weekly?
Well, there's just too many follow-up questions. Definitely not the first one, because like, I have trauma with that. Like, I just can't. No, I need someone to say my name. Say my name. Say my
name.
The cringy TikTok dances, I'm like, is he big on TikTok, or is he like, we're getting 3 views? Because like, why would I care? I feel like that'd be cute. I'd be like, oh, he wants to create like a time capsule of all our dances together. And again, I love them already. These are great. These guys are great. I love them. They're awesome. Like, they're wonderful. I'm sold. Send them my way. I don't care. I'll dance with you, baby. I mean, I'm not even a good dancer, but like, I don't know. That just sounds like he's like, quality time is his love language, and like, he like do things together. And whether or not we get views, it's fine. But if we blow up, we're making money because he persisted towards his manifestation of being a dancing TikTok couple. Like, why would I ever complain about that? Versus someone who can't even put in the effort to say my name. Kill him. I would kill him.
What?
Blur that out.
Okay. I'll bleep it out. Bleep him. I will bleep him.
That could be so many different things. Yeah.
So what if he is on TikTok, but he gets hate? And he gets hate every time he posts a dance video, and it's talking about him, and then he starts including you because he just started dating you, and then it's talking about you.
Me.
And it's, yeah.
She thinks she can dance. She looks like a floppy otter or something. I would be down because it would turn into that like us against the world vibe where it's like, it's okay, baby, like we don't care like what anybody thinks of us, and like we're getting brand deals, and like this is about us and building our family, and like, yeah, it would just like make us stronger.
What if you don't mind, but it starts getting to him and now he's insecure?
You're insecure, don't know what for. I'd be like, I mean, insecurity for me is like, well, I don't want to, I mean, I'm insecure. Everybody's insecure. But like, I'd like, in what way? Like, is he spiraling? Like, is he like, I'm going to kill myself. Everybody hates me all the time. Yeah. But then he wouldn't be the man that I loved. He wouldn't be the man that I fell in love with. And I'd have to leave him. Like, yeah, it would just get complicated because if he let the hate get to him, that's just like not someone that I would love, because for me, like, I just saw him as like this man that's like really strong and bold and like persistent towards what he wants. So I don't know that I could stick like by him through that change. To be honest, I'm a leaver. I'm gonna give her rubber. So I'm not that resilient. I'm not the resilient, understanding GF at all. So he's getting dumped. Anyways, your turn. Okay, this one's funny that chat asked it because it's like, okay. Would you rather have your boyfriend succeed wildly as a musician, but he's always on tour, or have him settle for an okay, stable job, but he's always home? You'd be on tour with him. Like, that's such a super.
Danielle and I would be on tour together. I would
But
probably.
let's say in this scenario, to make it difficult, because obviously that'd be like you would love to go on tour. But let's say like you have your career and you guys have 2 kids and you're watching the kids at home and he's always touring, but he's like in this awesome band and he's living his dream and you're living yours in a sense, like you have his babies, and then or he just has like a good stable job that pays the bills and he's always at home. That makes it a better question. Because that is kind of difficult. It's like,
Okay, so if he is bringing home the shmoney with Sweet Unrest, check out Sweet Unrest on all music platforms, everybody. Sweet Unrest, Sweet Unrest. If he's making the money and he sees us every once in a while,
yeah.
then, and I have 2 kids, which is insane. We better have a nanny, and we have a nanny who can help. Then I think that's fine. Actually, because it would be nice if he was still doing music, like he was a music teacher or he was he has his own recording studio that's doing well. Maybe I would actually choose having him at home all the time
Yeah.
because we'd get to be home together with our kids on our little beach house, and then he's still doing his music thing.
Yeah, he has like a stable, it does say an okay stable job, but like he has a stable job and he is still like, yeah, he could still be living his passion in a sense, but he's not like living his dream super successful, but like he's always home with you and the kids. Yeah. So
That is
yeah, that's
tough.
kind of like a selfish thing, but also like no, because I think that like you can find fulfillment and like success isn't like everything. What's the point? Like if he's touring
But if
with us,
your
life would be empty.
but if your dream is to, yeah, that's also true. Maybe it's at a point where he's like, okay, I actually do not really care to go on a tour. I've already felt that success that I wanted from being a musician. I'm happy with my okay job as a music teacher, which I don't think
Yeah.
he would ever do. He doesn't care to teach the drums, at least not right now. But if he was okay with that because he imagined that his life was all about his family and the beach house that we have, then yeah, let's go with the second one.
So it would depend on what his level of fulfillment.
Should we ask him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your
You should.
first guest.
Yeah. Yay! Welcome our first guest. Woo! Welcome. Okay, we have a would you rather for you. This is kind of intense, so prepare yourself.
Okay.
Would you rather have a really successful career, like with your music, Sweet Unrest takes off, and you get to tour all the time, but you're never home because you're always touring? Or you have a really good, like, stable job, and you're always at home and you get to, and at this point, Maria has 2 kids, you guys have a family. And it's like you're either always on tour and you never get to spend time together, or you get, like, a job that brings in good money, but you're always spending time, like, with everybody. And you
It's
still
just
get to do music, but you just never take off.
Oh, but it's a job in music, and it's the stable job is a job in music.
Yeah, it can be whatever you want, but it's like you will have a steady, good income, but you just
Yeah.
never get that like fame and whatever of touring and being, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if I have kids, then yeah, obviously, like I'll need to be. But if the thing is, if I go touring, that's already a reality, right? You kind of don't. When you go on tour, you don't really spend much time with your family unless they come with you. Can she come with me on tour?
No, cause we had to change it because I'm like, obviously you'd both pick the first one, and I'm like, in reality, if that happened, you would tour together and it'd be awesome, and you'd have your kids in like the van.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Like in the tour van, like the baby would be touring.
No,
But yeah.
in that scenario, then yeah, obviously, then because like if I can still make music and have like good stable income, like that's also the dream.
What if it wasn't in music? If it was a job scrubbing the floors?
Then,
But you made 6 figures, but also, and you can still be in the band. You don't have to abandon the band, but the band just never takes off. But you're making 6 figures, and you have your family. You get to hang with the band, but you guys just don't get to like tour and live your dreams.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I guess. But like if the band didn't take off, we'd all just quit. Like we wouldn't stay in the band, I don't think.
Oh, if it doesn't, wait, what? What'd you say?
Yeah, so if we don't make it as a band, we'd probably just hang out and jam and be friends and stuff. But we wouldn't. I don't think any of us would still be like Sweet and Russ.
Working towards this. Okay.
No. If we did our best and it didn't work out and we didn't like make it or whatever, then yeah, why would you stay together? Then you would just floors and making 6 figures. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, honestly, that question's not real to life, but that was fun. Thank you for your answer. But I'm like, that's silly because it's like if you try your best and put your best efforts, why wouldn't you succeed? You know, me and Maria both think that. So, anyways, but okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Bye. Yeah, first guest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maria's not present. What's your answer? No, I'm kidding. What's your answer? That was good. That was good insight.
Okay. This one might be good. And I might alter it a bit. Would you rather move to your dream city, but never be able to take any dogs with you or adopt any dogs or any animals? Or stay where you are and have your dream house, but never leave your current neighborhood?
Wait, then it wouldn't be. Wait, okay, hold on. So, why are the dogs in the first one but not in the second one? What's the? I'm like, I kind of having a dependent. Like, I'm like, I give it up quick.
Okay, let's change it to or stay where you are in a crappy home but have dogs.
That's stupid. I don't. No, wait, the first one was, do you move to your dream city but you can't have a dog? Or do you have your dream home but you can't leave the neighborhood? Ever in your life. So I have to say, okay, so if I have my dream home in what? In a mediocre city, or what was it?
Yeah, your dream home in a okay neighborhood.
But how is it my dream home if it's in an okay neighborhood? Oh, like my dream home, like it has like nature and the big windows and it's super cute or whatever. But it's like
a high crime rate.
What? I would obviously pick the first one. No offense, like I love animals, but my attachment is very weak. Like I'm really like I love Bambi, but if someone took her tomorrow, I'd like take a few days and then I'd be like, well, I don't have allergies, so it's fine. Like I love animals, but I don't overly attach to them, strangely. So yeah, the first. I was gonna say I don't have a dream city. My dream is to like have all my friends and my family live in one city, and then that's my dream city. I don't really feel like I care. That's a lie. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, never mind. For all of y'all. No, my dream city is probably like somewhere on the West Coast, Trinidad. Like ever since I went there, I'm like, yeah, like living somewhere like the place on like when we drove the coast or whatever on the West Coast is just like a cute little beach town and get a nice house and but I can't have dogs. Whatever. If I can have everything else, whatever. Yeah. Something like that, sure. Yeah, forget them dogs.
Interesting.
I mean, I love Bambi and tunes, but you know.
Or just pets in general, because you remember when you wanted to get the cat, the black cat.
Oh, the fluffy black cat?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I love animals, but it's like love with detachment, you know? Okay. It's unconditional love, so I'm like, as long as you're happy. Like with Sammy, I was pretty sad after she got adopted for a little bit, but I was like, if she's happy and they love her, like, it's fine. Because then
Mhm.
it's like I gave her. That's my favorite. Fostering is my favorite thing because it's like I helped you find somewhere that you're happy, and now I feel good because I helped you, and I know you're happy, but I don't have to have the responsibility of taking care of you anymore. But okay, your turn. Would you rather know exactly when and how your next breakup will happen, or be completely blindsided every single time? Which is an interesting question, I guess.
Know when and how the breakup's going to happen, but after that I won't know when and how, and I'll continue to be blindsided. Or
No, like you either get, it's kind of like when people are like, you can either know when you're gonna die or like not. Like it's like you get to know, because some, then you'll always be anticipating it. Like if you meet your soulmate and it's like, oh, actually, you think he's your soulmate, but in 2 years he's gonna do this, and y'all are gonna break up, and you know that. Or you are just blindsided. You're just living life free and you're, like normal life. Do you want to have the power of knowing?
I think that I would probably choose to be blindsided, because if I knew, I wouldn't waste my time on dating them. If I knew, oh, in a year we're going to break up, or in
Yeah.
3 years he's gonna, we're gonna waste each other's life and time because we're not
Yeah.
getting married. He's not my soulmate. So I would probably rather be blindsided.
But what if it's not a waste of time because it's like you have to go through these people to like finally be happy with your soulmate? So it's like the love is still good while it's there. It's not like it's going to be a terrible 3 years. It's like you're going to really love this person. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. He's kind of like your portal into moving towards being the person that is ready for your soulmate. So it's like, the relationships are worth it. It's not like the relationships are like, oh, he's going to like breadcrumb you for 3 years. It's like, this is a person that you're really going to love. You're going to have a good relationship, but oh, it does end up ending, Like it's not like during you're like unsure about them or something. You're like, oh, this person's awesome, but you just get to know that, oh crap, we do break up. What doesn't work out.
I think I still choose blindsided.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair because then you're still going to have those experiences. You just don't have to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
What
who
would
would
you?
want to know that?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to know because I would immediately, obviously, you'd be like, okay, I'd rather just not go through that intense heartbreak thing.
Would you rather have the career of your dreams, but no time for a relationship, or find your perfect partner, but have to work a job you're only mildly interested in?
Probably the first one, honestly. Well, okay, I never find my perfect person, but I can still date, right?
You can
Like, I don't
still,
have to be, like, not seeing people ever, but it's like, I just never find, like, this incredible soulmate, but I have, like, the career of my dreams. And the
yeah,
second one, like, you kind of work a mid job, but you have, like, your perfect soulmate.
yeah.
Yeah, the first one. If I can still date and, like, have fun, like, I'll just settle. It's fine. I don't care.
What if the dates are with mid-min every single date?
I mean, that's life, right? You just decide to label someone your soulmate, but they're still mid, right? If we're being real. Um, yeah, I'll settle. That's fine. I mean, I can still get married and date and like it's not like I have to be like a nun. But it's like I have my dream career and I can just have like a mid boyfriend that like he's not evil, but he's just like
No,
whatever.
no time for a relationship.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. So it's saying you have your dream career but no time for a relationship, but I can like casually.
You can casually see mid guys. You're like, that date was mid, or I'm going on a date with a mid guy, or this guy kind of sucks.
Okay, do I get to die early so I don't have to like suffer too long? If I can have my dream career and I still have friends and family, yeah, I just picked the first one. Like I don't really care.
Interesting. I don't have a dream career, so I would just choose
Well,
my
my dream career would be like I'd have the best life ever. Like I'd be traveling all the time. I'd be at fashion shows. I'd be doing photography. I'd be like modeling. I'd be like doing all this incredible stuff. I'd just be like on top of the world. So I'm like, yeah, I would pick that over.
You don't need a career for that.
But no, but that is my career.
Traveling and modeling and
Yeah, like I'm like I don't know, like just a person that like, but I get paid to do all that. Like I'm like getting stuff like shipped to me and like doing the whole thing. Like, yeah.
for
And
all of the
like, I
brands
don't
out
have
there,
love, huh?
for all of the brands out there, Amna is open.
I'm not gonna sacrifice all my... No, but I get okay. Or wait, let me think. The other one's like your perfect Who's the perfect person, anyways? I feel like it's fake. I'm like, even my perfect person's gonna be mid. Everyone's just a human being. Like, I'm not gonna put them on a pedestal. What? What's your
But
answer for the second one?
I think the second one, because I would, okay, or have to work a job you're only mildly interested in. Yeah, I think that I would genuinely be super happy with my soulmate and working like 10 hours a week at a job I don't really care about. Full time, I couldn't do it. I
I
probably
guess maybe I'm changing my answer because I'm like, actually, like, you're right. Having a dream job means you're like dreaming about work, which like no. And you're right, because if he's my perfect person, then I wouldn't even have to work, and we would travel, and he would buy me all the things that I would want from the brands and whatever, and like he would give me my dream life because he's my dream person.
yeah.
Right, it's the second one. I was so wrong. What? Girl, I played myself. It's the second one for sure. Because then I have love, and like if he's the love of my life, he's gonna be like, your dream is my like purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Period.
Period. Okay, cool. Second one. Sorry, ignore that. I had a lapse in judgment. I needed you to ground me. Okay. Would you rather be in a long distance relationship with your dream partner for 5 years before living together, or settle for someone okay, but you get to see them like every day?
Oh, okay, yours has something very similar. Sorry. What was it?
Would you rather be long distance with your dream partner for 5 years before you live together, or settle for someone okay and get to be with them daily?
5 years because
Yeah.
my
What's
dream
5
partner.
years?
Yeah, they're worth waiting for if it's my dream partner.
Yeah.
Yours something kind of similar. Would you rather find your soulmate tomorrow, but they live halfway across the world and you can only see them once a year, or wait 10 years to meet them but have the perfect life together in the same city?
Well, I mean the first one, because that's the same as waiting 10 years anyways, but you get to like be in touch. Hey, sorry, I'm being attacked by a dog. Hey, get down.
But
But
you
yeah.
would only see them once a year for your whole life.
Oh wait, you never get to be together ever? That's stupid.
Yeah, you can only see them once a year forever.
Oh, that's so stupid. The second one. Then, so why do I have to suffer in both scenarios? It's either like you only get to see the love of your life once a year, or you like have to wait 10 long years. When does the 10 start? Like when I'm 10 to 20, or does it start like starting now? Like I have to be 38. Get down, Bambi. Stop. I have to
Yeah,
be okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just wait the 10. I have no choice. That's miserable. I hate that for even asking. I'm like, you would. I would definitely be like, God would do this to me. You would. But yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'd wait the 10 years and then I'd just meet them and I'd be like, oh, you were worth waiting for.
I think the real question is, can you still like date and hook up with people in these 10 years? Like, is
Yeah,
it
you're doing all the stepping stone relationships before that. Like you're meeting the guy that teaches you this and that, and then you finally, after 10 years, you're like, you're the love of my life. But then after that, you get to see them every day. Like whatever, every other day. I don't even need to see them every day. Okay, that was fun. Your turn again. Would you rather have 1,000 acquaintances who all admire you, Or 3 deep friendships where they tell you hard truths even when you don't want to hear them. Oh, this chat.
Yeah,
Chat
come on.
know how to like come up with complex human questions, because for it's like, this is a good one, but it's like most humans would. If you know anything about human psychology, most people don't.
Yeah, that one's obvious. I would rather have the 3 friends who tell me the truth and are actually there for me as opposed to the 1,000 fake people.
Or like 1,000 fans that just like put you on a pedestal and stuff. You're like, hold up. Like, do they compliment me every day, or?
Yeah, like, am I always in the right with my fans?
Yeah, like they're just totally obsessed with you. Like 10,000 genuine admiration, but they don't know you like that. They're just putting you on a pedestal and stuff. Or you have 3 real friends, and no one cares about you outside of that.
Friendship.
You're like, well, I can't say the other, so I'm gonna have to go with friendship on that one because I won't. For me, yeah, friendship. What a
Yeah,
bore.
I
Real friends, and they're yelling at you because they want you to be better. You know, like they're
yeah,
like, instead of just 1,000 people that are just hyping you up every day.
yeah.
Fun.
Very surface level, very shallow.
Yeah, but totally feeds your ego.
Totally. Okay. Would you rather wake up every day with a new random tattoo designed by ChatGPT or
No.
have to narrate your daily life in a dramatic movie trailer voice for a year?
Out loud.
Yeah,
Yeah, the second one. I would like that.
I thought you.
Everyone's like, what are you doing? Amna walks into the room. Everyone likes it. Everyone's thinking exactly what she's thinking. Yeah, no, that sounds really fun. I mean, I'd probably lose like all of everybody wanting to hang out with me, but I think I would also write it all down and make a movie about my life, and it would be super boring for everyone to watch.
No.
Okay. Would you rather have every social event that you host be a massive success, but you're too exhausted to watch or enjoy it? Or have small, cozy gatherings that only sometimes go well? So you have like, you put on events and they're super successful, but you're like so tired that you can't even enjoy it. Or you have small gatherings and they only sometimes go well. Like it's hit or miss.
Definitely the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm already exhausted all the time. So,
Yeah.
and
But
I
you
put
can't enjoy it. You can't push through that. You're going to be miserable.
but I feel as though the enjoyment will come from everyone telling me how much of a success it was.
No, but you can't enjoy it. You're not allowed.
But okay, I don't enjoy it, but I enjoy the people who after like that was a beautiful event, keep it
No,
up.
but I'm saying like, no, that doesn't bring you any, like, no dopamine rush from that. Like, nothing.
Why not?
Just because that's the question. Like, you can't have any reward from it, but other than the fact that it was a success. But like, you feel nothing. You know what I mean?
Why am I doing it then?
Because it's successful.
For others? That's fine because
You
people
get
will
money.
know.
I don't know.
People will know. People won't know that I'm the one who put the event on, and deep down, as long as they know, that's good enough.
Yeah, so like you get the attention from it and stuff. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I guess you can enjoy it. That's fine. Okay.
Right? Or what would you choose?
Yeah, probably the first one because like I don't. Yeah.
Or like if you were to put on your potluck girls' dinner that you did every Friday, but it was only successful 1 out of 4 Fridays of the month.
No, I do the first one because like even when that goes well, it's still kind of mid. No, I'm kidding. No, No, it's like, yeah, I would just do the first one because that means like every photography event I'd have would be killer, and like I could have huge events and get like DJs and whatever. And it's like, okay, I don't need to enjoy it because I'm charging $30 at the door.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, I would so. Oh my god, I would so do the first one. That's awesome. I don't mind being tired, but I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, would you rather accidentally send your most embarrassing selfie to your entire contact list or have your phone autocorrect every yes to yes queen for the rest of your life?
I guess the second one. Either of those, I'm like, neither of those seem that painful. Like, I'm like, whatever. Ugliest selfie would just be like, whatever. Yes, queen, I think would be difficult in like professional settings, but it would be funny. So, either one. I don't care. I'm not moved. What would you do?
Probably yes queen.
Yeah, yes, queen's like more fun. The
Yeah.
selfie one, I'm like, if it's a really, really bad selfie, like it could like change some people's perspectives of me. Okay. Would you rather lose touch with every friend you've made in the last 5 years or have to reconnect with every person you've ever ghosted?
I'll lose touch.
You're like, I don't really. Everyone you've met in the past 5 years.
I mean, okay, and that was what, 20.
But that
Right.
includes like your current boyfriend.
Oh.
Like every single person you've met. I know like everyone else, you're like, I don't care.
You know what? I haven't ghosted. I've never really ghosted that many people, so I guess I will choose the ghosting because I'm not the ghoster. I'm the ghosted.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I'll lose touch. The past 5 years, well, yeah, last 5 years for sure. What?
All your work people?
I'm like, are you joking? The way I would sacrifice that for 2 pennies tomorrow? I'm kidding. No, I'll lose touch. The past 5 years isn't that long. Like, most of the people that I'm close with now are people that I've known for before the 5 years. So, in the past 5 years, I don't think I've honestly met anyone significant. I don't think. I lose touch with people. Huh?
Photographer?
Yeah. What? Like, I've lost touch. Like, that's what I'm like. I don't keep in touch with people anyways. So. And then, like, I don't feel like I've met anyone that I, like, because I was kind of thinking about, like, Roya, because I'm like, oh, we kind of got close, but I knew her before the 5 years.
No, but you became her friend.
No, but we were friends before the 5 years. We just weren't as close, but I knew her before that. But that's, like, the only, like, really close friend I can think of in the past 5 years that I'd be like, aw. But, like, sorry, Royce, if you gotta go, you gotta go. But also, yeah, even with the ghosted, actually, even if I had to talk to people that I've ghosted, I would just be like, just because you have to talk to them doesn't mean you have to, like, engage, you know, like, you could just be, like, dry. So either of those, none of these scare me. I have no fear. But no, I don't mind losing touch. I think. That's kind of funny. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, have I met anyone super significant in the past 5 years? I don't think so.
I met some nice people. I met some good friends in LA. And I did my mind.
But are you still like in touch with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
My friend Felice, shout out Felice.
No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
shout out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to think about that one harder. But I mean, if you lose touch, then they're just not meant to be in your life. So I'd just be like, what happens, happens.
Okay, so.
Oh, wait, actually, sorry. I changed my answer because now that I'm thinking about it, if you regain everyone that you ghosted, you kind of just gain more people without having to lose anybody. So isn't that one kind of better? And like I know they're like probably annoying people because you ghosted them, but again, you don't have to like engage. It's just like you get them all back. Yeah, I just take the second one because then you don't have to lose anybody, and you can you re-ghost them, or you can just
No.
like just text them once every 6 months. Like who cares?
Yeah, once you've reconnected, they're now in your life for good.
But not like like you can still choose to what degree. You don't have to be their best friend.
So then would your answer change if you had to then be their best friend? And I'm thinking of someone specifically.
Who? No, I'm thinking about people from Dallas because I'm like, who? Who?
Chelsea.
Oh. Yeah, that one would be painful. If you had to be their best friend, I mean, I guess I'd just be like evil to them. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, you're right. That would suck. But I'm just thinking, I've honestly ghosted a lot of people that were really great that I just ghosted out of like non-priority. What?
And the guys as well. And maybe
What
not ghost the guys that you've said I'm not interested to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've ghosted / like pushed people, just been like, I don't really have time to like, I don't like, I'm quantity or quality over quantity type of person. So I'm like, I get a lot of good people back because I've ghosted some good friends like that I made in Dallas. I've ghosted like a lot of people that I'm like, oh, I actually like, I don't hate the person. So I'm like, actually, I'd get some goodies back. So that'd be fun. They'd forgive me for being an inconsistent friend. I would get forgiveness. So actually, that'd be kind of cute. And then, yeah, the bad ones. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of always here for the drama. So I'm like, the more the merrier. And I probably would ghost them again, though, eventually. Okay. Would you rather have a friend who always hypes you up but lies, or a friend who tells you the truth but it's in the harshest way possible? How are they a friend if they think it's a lie?
Yeah, what are they lying about?
Like they're being like, you look so good today, but you actually like look really bad. But you're like, I don't ever look bad, so like I just don't.
I'll take the friend that lies, but hypes you up.
Yeah. Because like
I've met people who are like, oh, sorry, babes, I just tell the truth. I just am very up forth and upcoming or whatever, and that's just how it is. But they're really rude and they use it as an excuse to be rude, and they say that it's the harsh truth, but it doesn't have to be as harsh. So why would I choose that over someone who's going to give me positivity? Because even if they are lying, they are still saying positive words, and that's going to manifest in my life.
Yeah, they're still uplifting you. And also it's like I guess it's like if someone's saying like I'm just telling you the truth, it's like that's like a super subjective truth. Like if someone's like I don't like her outfit, like in their head, they're actually just like think that their opinion is more important than it is, because in reality, like that's a subjective opinion. Like that friend their harsh truth could be like completely unrelatable to anyone else, where they're like, no, I actually really love that outfit,
Yeah.
So it's actually like they're just a rude person, so no one wants their opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Okay. Would you rather have to attend? I'm going to change it up actually. Would you rather have to attend family reunion / hangouts, any public meetup, wearing a t-shirt that says I'm ChatGPT's #1 fan, or give a 5-minute speech? I'm trying to change my mind. Or give a 5-minute speech every day at work saying how much you love ChatGPT.
I'll do the first one because I would do that like right now. Like, but the speech is like that's kind of a lot, you're going. And also I do that. I already do that. I'm not even kidding. I literally already I'm like, the therapy I get with why aren't you talking to ChatGPT? It's amazing. Like I already do that every other day. So like I'm living that one. And if I got the shirt, I'd just be like, okay, it's a fit. We're probably gonna end up making those shirts and wearing them on the podcast.
Look out for our website with all of our merch coming
All
up
our
soon.
merch. Yeah, definitely. Would you rather always be the person organizing meetups and chasing friends to make plans? Or have great friends but never get invited unless you reach out? Wait, what? That's the same question twice. Oh, would you rather always be the person organizing meetups and chasing friends to make plans, or have great friends but they never invite you unless you reach out?
Neither.
Okay, but you have to pick one. You have to pick one. Why wouldn't it just be the second one? Like, okay, you have, once you figure out that that's the flow, you're like, oh, I just have to reach out, but they love me. They just like, what, forget about me? What are you saying?
That one sounds as though they have plans that were already made and I have to reach out to be invited to those pre-made plans. I'm not doing that. You're either
And also, like,
inviting-
how are they great friends if that's, you know, if they're like forgetting to invite you every single time, then they're bad friends. So that's a bad question.
Yeah. But then I'm also not gonna beg people to hang out with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the same question though, because it said, do you want to be chasing friends or do you want to have friends but then have to chase them? You know, like what? Because like always having to reach out is kind of the same thing. But so that's kind of stupid, but chat tried.
Chat tried. Would you rather delete all of your favorite photos and memories forever or have them publicly displayed on a giant billboard in your hometown for a year?
My favorite memories. Why is my brain so funny? Because I'm like, anytime you ask one of these questions, I'm like, what? I feel like I can't answer that truthfully because the first things that pop in my head are like, I just don't relate. But I mean, if they're my favorite memories, why would I care if they were on a billboard? Like, they're not going to be ugly, they're going to be super cute.
Okay, so you want them to be
Appropriate? Huh?
maybe some things, maybe some of our, maybe the memories are us twerking in the pool at your Dallas apartment or something.
Yeah, so maybe if they're inappropriate, I wouldn't want people to see them. But I'm like, do I get to pick what goes on the billboard? Because then I'm just picking like the best photos of me, and then I'm putting my number, and I'm like, if you want to be friends, like, this is my Instagram. Follow my photography Instagram. Like a billboard sounds lit.
Okay, so billboard.
What was the other option?
Delete
Oh,
all
you
your favorites. Yeah.
So I either delete them or I get a free billboard. Are you joking? That's a steal. I'm getting a billboard. Put all my memories up there, make everyone jealous of my beautiful life. I already do that on Instagram stories. I'm like, here are my favorite memories. But instead I get a billboard. So I'm like, can't even say it on the highway. Love it. Give it to me now. Okay. We're in the career and money section of your questions. Would you rather have your dream job but only make enough to survive, or work a job that you don't like but it funds all of your passions? Like you're making a lot of money but you hate your job, or you love your job but you broke?
I'm now in my era where it's all about the shmoney.
I was going to say there is a right answer to this.
There is a right answer. So I would rather work that job that I hate, but I'm making a gazillion figures a year and I get unlimited PTO.
Yeah.
And I get to just do what I want to do.
Exactly. You fund all your passions. Who would choose the latter? Or the other one?
Yeah, who would? I think at one point I was going to say or going to choose it. Of course, I would want to be doing something that I love, no matter how much money I make. And I feel as though I'm kind of in that right now, partially because some of the work I do is part-time or it's on a contract basis. But
Yeah.
I'm in my rich girl era.
Yeah.
So I'm shifting, like outside of the podcast, I'm shifting into, well, it's still a good combination, I would say, because I'm shifting into high paying jobs, still doing what I love. But with this scenario, I would choose a high paying job doing something I don't love.
Yeah. The other day, someone at work was like, he was telling some story about like concerts or something, and then he was like, anyone who says money doesn't buy happiness is poor. He was like, broke people are the only people that say that. And like everyone in the room was like, we're gonna pretend we didn't hear that, but like everyone kind of agreed because I'm like, it is kind of true because anybody that has money knows that it does buy you happiness. Like anyone that says money doesn't buy you happiness is stupid because it maybe it can't make you happy, but happiness is such a superficial feeling that it's like it buys you security, it buys you opportunities, it buys you peace of mind, it buys you so many other things that are going to create a byproduct of happiness, if not happiness, at least contentment. And like it's just stupid. It's a stupid statement to say money doesn't buy you happiness. It's like a way that people try to describe like becoming complacent when you get everything that you want and you don't have to like fight for your life. But that complacency is like an easy switch, if that makes sense, compared to like the struggle. So yeah, definitely work a job you don't like, but you're making a lot of money. And then you get to provide yourself with your dream life. You don't have to have your Okay. Oh, your turn?
Yeah.
Or sorry.
I mean, I also think that happiness comes from within. So no matter if you have a gazillion dollars or $0, if you in your life feel at peace and you're practicing feeling that love and joy from inside, then you will feel as though you are rich.
Yeah.
And I also think that money can buy therapy sessions, which can then
Yeah.
help lead to that happiness that one might be seeking. So I do think that you don't necessarily need money in a way to feel that joy, but like you've just mentioned, money does help open up those avenues for you to achieve that happiness and peace of mind that might be a bit harder to achieve if you don't have options to the funds.
I agree.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Would you rather have to explain your art to an audience of 5,000 people every day for a year or live in a world where nobody ever asks what your art means?
I don't understand these questions because it's like, would you rather live a normal life or do you want to just randomly have to explain it? Why? Okay, well, am I explaining my art to those 5,000 people because like everyone's just like wants to, like, why are 5,000 people every day so intrigued about my art, you know? And then the other one, is it like no one's asking because no one cares? Because it's giving like everybody's interviewing me because they're like, what is it? We don't get it. So probably the first one because that gives me a platform to share my art and potentially get more, I don't know, eyes on it or something.
Yeah, that's a good option. So you wouldn't feel frustrated or annoyed eventually.
Well, is it like 5,000 critics like being like, we don't get it, like, because to me, I'm like, you know what they say, like any like bad PR is still good PR, whatever. What is the saying? Like bad press is still like good press, basically. Yeah, because it's like anything where your conversation is like your conversation. So like, am I 5,000 people is a lot of people and they're all sitting around discussing my art. Like, what am I doing that's so like riveting and groundbreaking that even if they don't like it, you're sitting around talking about it. Obviously, it's something special and important. So for me, I pick attention on my art, even if it's negative, because that still means that there's something about what I'm doing that's really drawing people in.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's a
using that or
good choice.
yeah. Okay. Would you rather build your own business from scratch and risk failure or take a well-paid corporate job with stability but no creative freedom?
Yes, I will do the stability and it's well paid. Unless I knew that my business
You're like, I give up. Please pay me. Someone Venmo me money right
unless I
now.
I'm so tired. I don't even know how
I
I'm so tired. I've been applying to like not a crazy amount, but I've been applying to jobs where they're fully remote and they're good paying jobs in the nonprofit sector. And I'm ready to drop the 5,000 things I'm doing and just like focus on one thing and just
Yeah.
achieving that. But I will say, if I was able to foresee that the business I'm creating from scratch was going to be doing well and would be high paying, but it would take months or a year to take off, then I would choose that. But that's only if I knew that there was that financial security in the long run.
Well, it says risk failure, so it's like it'll be a risk. You don't know if it'll pay off or not, but you'll be like, I guess, working towards something you're passionate about and stuff. But yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
This is so funny because it kind of asks the same question over and over. It's like, would you rather be stuck in a job that pays well but you hate your life, or do you want a job you love but you're struggling financially? And all these jobs are scarcity mindset, let me tell you. Or all these questions are scarcity mindset, because it's like you also could, what if you get the job that you love and you don't struggle financially? But all the questions are the same, so I think I'm skipping the rest of them because they're the same thing. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was going to say that one sounded a bit similar to one of the last ones you
And the
asked me.
next one was exactly the same. It literally said, would you rather always be stuck in jobs that pay well but make you miserable, or have a job you love but struggle financially? I'm like, that's the exact same question.
Okay, chat.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, chat, but no thanks.
Would you rather land your dream client for Lux Mirage, but they demand you make only neon colored products forever, or have to create everything in grayscale but with complete creative freedom?
I forgot. It keeps bringing up Lux Mirage, and I literally don't remember what that is, but I think I was like brainstorming names for like an Etsy shop or something, and that's what we came up with. Because it always brings it up. Like, even I'll be like, what should I do today? And it'd be like, put effort towards and I'm like, what is Lux Mirage again? Like, I forgot where we were. But I think it's like the VNMD shop is what I was gonna name it or something. I don't remember. But so it's asking if I just create neon products for a dream client. Well, if they're a dream client, they're gonna bring in more sales, so I'd make literally whatever they ask me to make. Come on, chat.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck in an escape room for 24 hours with your most annoying coworker, or have to choreograph a dance routine for a group of people with zero rhythm?
Oh, easily the choreograph.
Oh, really? But it's getting frustrating because you're like showing them and they like can't get it.
I will.
Like you're like, this is the beat.
We'll just have to have them freestyle. It's a freestyle routine. On one, you freestyle. If you can make it to beat 5, you freestyle. If you can hear the next beat, you freestyle. If you can't hear it, it's okay because it's a freestyle. Everyone just
do whatever you want.
Because I'm thinking of the most annoying coworker that I have right now, and that's just a no-go for me. That is just a complete...
You would probably like fight them or kill them.
Well, no.
Oh, okay. But you would fight them. Like, you guys would just spend the whole time fighting and you'd get really mean.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what chat has in store for you.
Chat. I'm surprised.
Would you rather have a partner who never argues with you but is always slightly late to everything, or one who is perfectly punctual but loves to debate every small thing?
I feel like when people are late, I'm like, you don't care about me. Or like, you think that you're better than me. Like, you can just show up whenever you want. And I feel like if someone didn't argue with me, I'd get bored. The other one sounds like I'm going to be mad all the time and like really annoyed. But I think that tension is going to lead to a really passionate other portions of the relationship. So I feel like I take the second one.
I thought so.
To be alive. I love to fight. I love someone that pushes my buttons, and then they're always on time, so I know they love me. Because the other one's like, you don't fight for us. You don't argue with me. You don't fight with me. So he's just boring. He's just a freaking goes along with everything. And then he's late. He sucks. I'm dumping him. It's over.
Dump him, sis.
Leave him. Would you rather have to explain ChatGPT to a room full of skeptical boomers every day or never be able to use it again? You
I
might
have
not
to,
girl.
have to explain it to the skeptical boomers, bro.
Yeah, you're like, I have to use it.
That one was easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have your podcast episode with Maria go viral because ChatGPT, absolutely roasted both of you, or or because you accidentally revealed an embarrassing secret?
Wait, we should have it do that at the end of this episode. Like we should end the episode on like roast me. Cause that'll be probably the roast, because I feel like an embarrassing story, like what a roast is just like we were so funny. Everyone was like, you're so funny. But yeah. Okay, where was I? Would you rather? This one's so stupid. Would you rather? Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm gonna skip to this one. Would you rather have your journal entries read out loud in public, or have AI generate your life story and post it online for the world to see? So either it's your journal entries or it's AI's version of your life story being aired out.
AI can make their version.
Yeah. I'd agree
Yeah.
with that. Oh my god, I wrote. Well, never mind. Okay. Oh yeah, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. This is under the dramatic choices category, and maybe this could be the last one as well.
Oh, okay, wait. Yeah, let's just pick our favorite ones. I feel like we've been forcing all of them. Or like I kind of was picking all of them, but
Okay. Would you rather lose your voice forever, but become a world-renowned photographer, or never be able to take a photo again, but speak to inspire millions?
I mean the second one, right? I guess in both of them I'm doing something. Like the first one I'm like world renowned. But like realistically, I do like to talk more than I like to take photos. So if I get to talk and get paid for it and millions are inspired by my words instead of like something else, then yeah, I'm taking it. Second one. I don't
What
need to
if
take I can paint or do something else, make music, whatever.
what if millions weren't inspired and you could just speak?
Oh, they weren't
Would
inspired and I'm just
Yeah,
talking.
what if it was just you, yeah, you're well known, you're a great photographer, everyone loves you, but you are voiceless or you have your voice?
The first one. Because I don't gain anything in the other one. It's like, do you want your life to stay the same, or do you want to reach your photography goals, but then you lose your voice? Honestly, for the benefit of everyone else, I'll lose my voice. I'll learn sign, and then I'll express. Honestly, my photography would get better because now I've lost my voice, so my only form of expression will become my art. So it'll be so much deeper and so much stronger. Like I should actually do that now. Okay. Da-da-da. Would you rather have the ability to see into your future and be unable to change anything, or have the ability to rewrite your past but not remember the original version? So you can either see your future but you can't change it, or you can change the past but then you won't remember, like, you change the past like in your brain too.
Hmm. I'm thinking, so if I change my past, I could change it to where I set up a really beautiful future for me. But what if I already have a beautiful future ahead of me, which I already do outside of this? Would you rather?
Yeah.
I'll see my future. That way
But
I can.
change it. So what if you see it and you don't like it, but you know you can't change it? You're just gonna be miserable because you're like, I already know what happens and it sucks. So that's the wrong answer, Maria. I'm kidding. There's no right or wrong, but just trying to help you reframe.
What would you do? You would change your past. What would you change of your
Yeah,
past?
easily. Wait, where is it? Wait, like, can you change the past? Like, are you just changing the memories in your head of the past, or are you changing literally what happened?
You're changing literally what happens, which will then mess up your present and maybe your future because
I
everything we've
mean,
gone through.
yeah. Yeah, because also, like, sometimes you think you really want something to where maybe you want to, like, change it, but then it leads to a really, like, the reason you don't have. I guess I don't know that I would use that. Like, I want that power in my back pocket just in case I make, like, a true mistake where I can recognize it's a mistake. But like you said, like, if you know how at the beginning you were like, my soulmate isn't my fault that he died. Like, if something like that happened, I would be able to use it and rewrite my past and make sure he didn't. But, like, I wouldn't use it that all. Like, I wouldn't use it right now. Like, in my life right now, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna go rewrite this because I'm like, everything that's happened has been exactly what's like supposed to happen. But if I like hit a point in life where I like genuinely feel like I made a huge mistake, but like most of it, I would trust it. But it would just be a nice thing to have in your back pocket. But I don't want to see the future because I'm like, it's nicer that you don't know. Because if I do know, and it's not exactly what I want, then I'll be less motivated to work towards things. And you can't change it. Like, I would just be so complacent. I'd be like, well, it's going to happen anyway, so whatever. Whether it's good or bad. So I think I'd lose my motivation if I could see the future. The uncertainty motivates you to, like, create things. For me.
I think for me, my anxiety is like crippling sometimes.
Because you're like, what's...
Yeah, and so if I were able to look into the future, my anxiety would go away because it would be a future where everything works out, which I know now, but to know by looking into the future, I would feel better, and then that would motivate me even more to do what I need to do because I know that it's going to work out regardless.
But, like, isn't that the whole manifestation thing where it's like you can just decide, since the future technically hasn't happened yet, you can decide what future you align with, and you can make it a future in your head where everything works out and then everything will work out, or you can make it a future in your head where things don't. So really it's like what you decide to believe is your future is. And I guess in that case, it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like anxiety isn't a bad thing all the time because it drives you to, like, you being stressed about the fact that you don't know what's going to happen in the future can, like, lead you to make decisions that aligns with what you want versus being complacent and being like, and you don't know. But yeah, you're right. Okay. That one was a fun one. I know you said that's the last one, but I want to read because some of the spiritual ones it gave were kind of fun. But I want to read your dramatic ones because I didn't even get through them.
Were you going in order?
I literally was going one by one in order.
I skipped all over.
And you were picking fun ones. I know. I was like, I should have done that. I was just like literally reading one by one.
That makes sense because I was like, mine are kind of not as nice.
Repetitive. Oh my god, you should have said something because I didn't know. We could skip around. Okay. Okay, that one's stupid. Okay. Would you rather go on a perfect first date but accidentally call them by your ex's name twice? Or have a terrible date but they tell everyone you were amazing and the one that got away?
That one, the second one.
Your second one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think... Dang, I wish no, that was stupid. Okay, yeah, I think the rest of them are, like, fine to... Oh, wait. Would you rather have one ex come back into your life and they're actually a changed person and your perfect match now? Or never talk to any ex and always wonder what if?
The first one.
Have an ex come back and they're the perfect person? Yeah. Okay, cool. Should we do the roast to end this off? I feel like it would be really funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just gonna say roast me?
Yeah, based on everything you know about me, give me a roast. What's like a hard roast, a funny roast?
Mine's gonna be brutal, I already know.
Also, give me a brutal, truthful roast.
Wait, no, this is bad. I want it to be more funny than oh my god, wait, I can't.
Oh gosh.
Wait, mine's like really intense.
What is it? Read it.
No, I can't. Wait, is yours bad?
I was gonna read it as I announced it. Here, I'll go first then.
Okay.
All right, Maria. Buckle up because I'm about to roast you with love, brutal honesty, and a sprinkle of absolute foolishness. You're a Gemini sun with the Leo rising, which means you're basically a walking contradiction who wants attention, but on your terms only. You love. Okay. What's wrong with that?
You're just
You-
gonna get defensive or we're both gonna like cry.
There's nothing wrong with that. You love youth work, event planning, and spirituality, yet somehow you're out here considering a PhD like you don't already have 10 different life paths fighting for your dominance in your brain. You've got more career pivots than Beyonce has eras. 1 minute. That's rude. Okay. 1 minute you're running youth programs like a community queen, the next you're selling Christmas ornaments. Teaching people how to dance before they hit the club and planning your move to Australia like you're in a witness protection program. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if next week you announce you were opening a crystal-infused wellness bakery that only sells bread that's been spiritually aged. Okay, bitch. Your knee? This is mean. Your knee has been broken since 2023, but instead of seeing a doctor, you've been diagnosing yourself with pure vibes and internet guesses.
Pure vibes.
You're over here reading about personal power in the universe, yet your knee has been screaming the universe is telling you to sit down. Oh my god. It just keeps going.
Is that bad though? It's just silly.
You're a hopeless romantic trapped in a realist body. You believe in signs from the universe, but only when they confirm what you already want it to do. If the universe sent you a literal billboard saying, Maria, don't do this, you'd be like, but what if this is a test of my resilience? You started a podcast about deep topics and ChatGPT, but let's be real, you probably just needed an excuse to talk for hours without anyone interrupting.
I interrupt all the time.
You're no, it's bringing Danielle into this. You're okay. This might have to get cut. Your boyfriend's a videographer struggling to find a job. And instead of sending him job listings, you're out here brainstorming dance class names and contemplating a PhD you may or may not even want. Priorities, Maria. And let's not forget your drop shipping dreams. You were about to sell wellness and journaling products, but somehow got distracted by Christmas decorations, which is the least spiritual thing possible. Imagine trying to meditate while surrounded by Santa ornaments, the duality of this woman. So, what's next? Because let's be real, you probably don't even know, but whatever it is, it's going to be chaotic, unexpected, and somehow still iconic.
Oh.
Now go ice your knee, make a decision about your PhD, and stop acting surprised every time you change your mind for the 50th time. It's in your astrological contract.
That wasn't that bad. That was light. That was light.
I'll cut it out, don't worry.
How did it know that?
Oh, I knew
That's so
that.
messed up. That's so creepy, dude.
I don't know how it knew that. I
No,
should feel
there was a reel that was like this girl sitting with her boyfriend, and he pulled up ChatGPT, and one of the searches was like supporting depressed girlfriend, and she was like, "Wait, that's kind of cute." It's like a cute thing. It's like you go to chat and you're like, "How do I help that?" I'm scared. I don't want to read mine. It's really
I just read mine.
okay. It says, "All right, buckle up." It says, for someone so reflective and deep, you really love to overthink your way into a spiral, don't you? You've got the wisdom of a sage and the self-doubt of someone wondering if their dogs secretly judge them for not meal prepping their kibble. And speaking of your photography, congrats on having an Instagram aesthetic so perfect it probably makes other people feel bad about their lives. But let's be real. You're the one. I just love capturing... Oh, you're one. I just love capturing moments away from sounding like every other artsy influencer out there. Oh, and
Oh, it's not
Oh, and
true.
how's that dream love life coming along? For someone who claims to be over the trash boys, you sure spend a lot of time reflecting on how gross they are. Honestly, I manifested more ex-boyfriend monologues than romantic leads at this point. But hey, at least when you finally meet your dream guy, he'll get to hear you rant for hours about how you outgrew that one gross boy and rose like a phoenix. Or at least a mildly annoyed golden retriever. And let's not forget how you're constantly manifesting your dream life while procrastinating on half the stuff that could get you there. I'm going to take the world by storm, you say, right after the snap and a few snacks. But honestly, your biggest fear is probably accidentally sending a random thank you next text to your ex, only for him to think you're still hung up on him. Don't worry though, he's probably too busy replaying your best Instagram stories and wondering why he's the one stuck eating gas station pizza while you're out glowing like the human embodiment of revenge looks so good on me. That one's not really a roast. That one's like, why are you just being nice? That's not brutal. I should have said brutal, but I'm kind of scared because if I say brutal, it's going to expose me more. But hey, you're killing it, right? Just as soon as you're finished overthinking, overanalyzing, and making sure every angle of your life is Instagram ready. Now, go forth, live your best life, and remind all of us why we're lucky to be in your orbit, even if we're just pawns in your creative or perfectly curated, deeply reflective, occasionally overdramatic game of life. I don't know. What?
That was okay.
Should I be like, be more brutal?
Oh my gosh.
Be more brutal. Well, I don't. All right, gloves off, Amna. Here's the hard truth. It's just, yeah.
Mine was so mean.
Well, mine's. I mean, this isn't even. I feel like it's just not mean enough, yeah. Said you're out here talking about how much you've grown and moved on from trash exes, but somehow they're still living rent free in your head. For someone so determined to be a radiant goddess of self-worth, you sure spend a lot of time writing mental essays about the losers who couldn't even afford your emotional energy in the first place. You got this whole I'm better than this energy, but let's face it, you're still occasionally scrolling through their socials like I hope they see me thriving and crying to their ramen. And let's not get started on your dream life mentality. You manifest harder than a girl with a Pinterest vision board addiction, but when it comes to actually doing the thing, you're here like, let me just sit and feel the vibes for a little bit longer. Newsflash, you can't vibe your way into your dream life while half-assing your productivity and you're too busy journaling about your journey. That's pretty real. Why is every decision you make treated like it's the climax of a cinematic drama? Should I move to the forest and commune with nature or stay here and photograph other people's happiness while I question my own life path? Girl, just pick something. Not every moment needs to be an existential TED Talk narrated by Morgan Freeman. Let's talk about your relationships. You're out here manifesting this soulful once-in-a-lifetime love while simultaneously judging men for breathing wrong.
That's
That's so real. That is literally so real. It's kind of sad. You want someone deep, but also sexy, emotionally intelligent, obsessed with you, somehow magically knows how to avoid every single one of your triggers without you ever communicating with them. Good luck finding that unicorn, sis. You might as well start drafting your wedding vows to yourself now. Oh my god, that one's a little too real. When you're self Energy, that's cute. Nothing says mastery like needing ChatGPT.
What?
Oh, and your self-mastery energy, that's cute. Nothing says mastery like needing ChatGPT to hype you up every week because you had one off day where your hair didn't fall right and now you're questioning your entire existence. Like, that's embarrassing because it's true. But here's the brutal truth. You're incredible. Yes, you are, but you're also your own worst enemy. Stop playing in the shadows with your overthinking, reliving the drama, and get out of your own way. You're either going to keep going in circles, blah, blah, blah. Choose wisely. While you're at it, let the trash boys stay in the trash. You've got bigger things to do. God, I think this week I just probably messaged a little too much about that chat. Just relax. That was funny, though, the one that was like, you want to manifest like a boy, but then you judge them for breathing a lot. Listen. I feel exposed.
Yeah. I'm cutting mine out of her.
Yeah, cut mine
Hi,
out too.
listeners, you're not getting my
Cut the
roast.
Cut both the roasts. I don't want to expose myself. That's hilarious. Do you remember where this is from?
Americana. Is it from Italia?
Yeah, it's from Positano. Positano, whatever.
Guys, we've been around the world together, Amna and I, and we went to Amalfi Coast a couple of years ago, and it was the most beautiful trip of our lives, one of many. And yeah, we might talk about our travels in another podcast, actually. So,
Yay!
and we hope that you enjoyed this one with our Would You Rather questions and our potential roast. We'll see if some of
Maybe if they stay in or not. It might be a little too exposing.
Yeah. So you guys are still getting to know us. We're still getting to know you. So we'll see. We'll see. But thanks for another Let's Chat GPT episode today.
Bye!
Bye.